What is managerial accounting? Well, managerial accounting is the generation of relevant information to support management's decision-making abilities. So if you remember back in a previous video in financial accounting, we talked about kind of some of the small differences between financial and managerial accounting. Well, let's review some of those now. So there are some pretty big differences between the two. So if we're looking at it from the primary user standpoint, then managerial accounting is more focused on the internal users. We're talking about the managers and the decision makers. Whereas financial accounting is more dealing with the external users or the investors or the creditors. Now, on the time horizon front, managerial accounting tends to be very strong future oriented. So we're looking at things that we are planning on doing in the future or planning for in the future. Whereas financial accounting, we're dealing more with the past activity. So we're summarizing and reporting what we've done in the past, typically the past year. Now, the focus of data is different as well. So in managerial accounting, we focus to provide relevant data, whereas financial accounting, we're looking to provide objective and verifiable data. So managerial accounting doesn't necessarily have to be, verifiable or spot on. We just need to get to the point where we can make a decision based on that information. Whereas financial accounting, if you do taxes, then you know it has to be to the dollar and it has to be verifiable using different forms of different reports to verify that that is the number that you actually did earn or whatnot. Precision-wise, again, we don't have to necessarily look at precision. It's not necessarily we need it to the dollar. We just need to get to the point. Whereas financial accounting, we're focused on that precision. Reporting units, managerial accounting tends to report on segments of the company, so broken down pieces. So maybe we're looking at divisions, or we're looking at stores, or we're looking at cities, depending on how they break that down. Whereas financial accounting reporting, we tend to report on the company as a whole. So we're looking at one individual international company and reporting on it by itself. The governance side, managerial accounting, we have none. We don't have to follow, in managerial accounting, you don't have to follow anything, whereas in financial accounting, you have to follow GAAP if you're going to do it in that manner. There is no principles or there's no concepts that you have to follow for managerial accounting, mainly because it's, again, internal. It stays within. And then finally, the requirement side. Managerial accounting is not required. You do not have to do it, and there's plenty of companies that do not do managerial accounting. Whereas financial accounting, if you think about it from the tax perspective, you have to do that. It is mandatory that you do financial accounting from a business perspective. So these are the differences between managerial and financial accounting.